All right, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, it's Friday. Let's talk about cake.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about a 70-some-year-old cake. This one in particular, it belonged to Queen Elizabeth II when she was married to Prince Philip. She, of course, was a princess at the time. Here it is.
Is that how it's supposed to look?
I think so. I mean, it's 77 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a rare slice of cake served at her wedding to Prince Philip. It was recently auctioned off. Guess how much it sold for?
How much?
$2,800.
Wow.
I think I would have thought a little more, but then again, you know, it is cake. I don't know. $2,800, but it survived almost 8 decades since their wedding in 1947.
Wow.
So it's still neatly packed in this small box, and with the silver insignia of the then Princess Elizabeth stamped on it, and an elaborate doily inside. Alongside the cake is a letter from Elizabeth thanking guests for a wedding present. And of course, Elizabeth and Philip's wedding cake, it was extravagant. It was 9 feet tall.
Wow.
So that's taller than us. It weighed 500 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah. A few other slices have also survived the decades and have been sold at auction. And in 2013, one sold for $2,300. So
I wonder if they froze it.
they must have.
Yeah.
So that's like a tradition. So when I got married, we took the top tier and we froze it, and then a year later you have it on your first anniversary.
Yeah.
And it actually tasted fantastic.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, oh, wow.
Maybe not after 70 years, but
No, that looks.
I wouldn't take a bite out of that.
No.
But really, what are you going to do with a slice of cake from Elizabeth's wedding?
I don't know.
I mean, the letter itself, I think, might be interesting to have
Yes.
a letter to hang on to.
Right.
But what are you going to do? Look at this rotting piece of cake, everybody.
And you'd have to keep it right. You'd have to keep it in the
Yeah.
freezer.
Everyone come to the freezer. Let me show you what I have.
We can't take it out too long because we don't want it to get moldy.
Yeah.
Defrost. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. $2,800. I don't know, but at least you are getting like the thank you letter, handwritten
Yeah.
thank you note, and that sort of thing. But I don't know who bought it, but I guess they love history and old cake.
They must like history, right?
Yeah.
To be able to hold on to that. All right, let's take a look at our local headlines. We begin this morning with a traffic alert. Ivy Road is closed in the area of Reed Lane. You can see it here. That's right near Disharoon Park and Klockner Stadium. This comes as crews work to repair a sinkhole. All lanes are closed in both directions at this time. If you're driving in that area, you can expect delays until tomorrow night at 11 o'clock. And there's always updated traffic info on VDOT's Virginia website. Well, the extremely close race for Scottsville's next mayor is at a standstill. Right now, the Department of Elections reports incumbent Ron Smith leads his challenger Edward Payne by just 3 votes. And for context, there was a total of 231 votes cast. That number does not include any absentee or provisional ballots still unaccounted for. So if the votes remain as close as they are now, it would be within the rights of the candidate who loses to request a recount. Students at the ROTC program at WVIR in the midst of a 24-hour vigil. More than 100 cadets and midshipmen are participating. It started at 3:30 yesterday afternoon with students doing 15-minute shifts. In each shift, a student walks the terraces of the north side of the rotunda while holding a non-operational rifle. The vigil is about honoring fallen soldiers, those who are missing in action, and prisoners of war. You can stop by anytime until 3:30 this afternoon to pay your respects, and then there will be a ceremony afterward at 4 o'clock at the rotunda. And Christmas is on the way. Snow's Garden Center in Charlottesville is asking people to help spread the warmth through a blanket donation drive. It's one of several businesses partnering with the Salvation Army to help out in the Charlottesville community. You can drop off new or lightly used blankets at the shop from November 11th through the 15th during business hours. The collected blankets will be given out November 16th on Charlottesville's downtown mall. Yeah, it's hard to believe now, but the cool air will eventually be here.
Yeah, it'll start to filter into the region. I mean, tomorrow's going to be a big shock, though. I mean, after 80s just a couple of days ago, 70s today, we'll be about 15 degrees cooler than that tomorrow. So we'll get back to reality this weekend. But today, another day of above normal temperatures. Some morning clouds will give way to clearing sky today. Breezy will get up to 75. And then much cooler tomorrow. Sunny and 60 tomorrow night, down into the 30s. Now, if you're planning anything for Sunday, it looks like the rain should hold off until late in the day. We need the rain. We'll say about a quarter inch of rain, upper 50s. And then, of course, Monday's Veterans Day. We'll get up to 72 with sunshine. Tuesday, sunny and 66. Seasonal on Wednesday. And additional showers expected on Thursday with highs around 60. So overall, we're starting to cool down a little. Not as warm the upcoming weekend as it was this week. So that cooling trend will continue.
That 30-degree temperature, though, you'll feel that on Sunday morning.
Yes, sir. Sure will.
All right. Thank you, David. And thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys have a great weekend, a great Friday out there. We'll finish things off with a look at traffic. This is a look at I-64 at Afton Mountain. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day out there. We'll see you again on 29 News at noon. And of course, we're always live on the 29 News app.